Hi, and welcome to real-time watercolor painting, apple cut in half. So yesterday we were working on this area, which is supposed to be that. If you want to see the original video, it's a couple days ago. I didn't count how long we spent on it yet. It's definitely been over an hour. I'd like to jump in and start doing this thing of the apple, this part here, but uh, we didn't really warm up with anything. Maybe we could do a warm up, I don't know, on this piece of Arches paper that got wet. Let's see if we can, I don't know, let's just try to see about just do this little like broken plate that's sitting there. So we're getting this thing down here to get this sort of the shape of the plate. And okay, so we got a gray there. Let's try to get got a yellow ochre here. See if we can achieve the part that's there, and then we could do a little bit right here. I'm trying not to touch the gray with this line. And now let's see about burnt umber, which I don't actually have a burnt umber. So I'm just going to try to lay in some, I'll put some of that up here, I guess. And it's looking good. And now I want to put some yellow right for this area right here. Just because it's it should have a good eye contrast kind of color. So since that's a puddle, I'm just going to pick some of that up. But you know, it's in the front, so yellow is going to come forward. This is not exactly good what we have here, but it's still giving texture. Hey, Star Wars fan B7R, hello, and thank you for joining. Thank you. What a great compliment. Very much appreciated. Okay. Now, let's try to go a little deeper here. I'm just gonna get some, make some, mixing blue here and this red together, and let's try to get this kind of, you know, something close to that plate color, which it is not this, but having a dark color is going to help us to say, hi, we are this, you know, complex color of the plate. So let's just see if we can come up here, and that looks good. And there's also this line right here that's in that, oh, you can't even see the plate. I thought you could see the plate. Well, now we can see the plate. Right here, I don't know if anyone can see that, you know, there's like this straw gold yellow ochre in the around the edge of this broken area, but in the middle there's a dark, but we can't really get that dark in there yet because we need to dry. I'm going to try to get the right under this lip, and let's just see if we can come down. Okay, that's good. And you know, it's not matching yet, it's not lining up at all, but we are on the road to on the road to success here. So we might just come here. That looks good. And I got this square here, which is fine. That's going to be it's going to help us to create depth at some point, because just having the same color, you know, in a giant space there's no depth in a giant color in one space. So here I'm just trying to say hi. We are the interior bottom edge. And I'm going to just get a little bit darker here. And let's see if we can get just a little bit darker. And might as well just come up here too. And this is fine on the lower part, but up here we'd like to make it much lighter. I mean, it's good right here, but up here it's not so good. So now I'm gonna get back into the yellow ochre. Let's just try to get this line up here. And you know me, I don't like any lines in my watercolor, but having said that, I'm trying to do a yellow ochre line right here. And that's good. Now jump back into that dark purplish we had. I guess we go right here. This is going to be, this should be darker and more brown, so we get some brown happening. Here I got my secret stash of brown. I don't know what the heck that color is, but it's brown. Anyway, mix it with this thing. I forgot what that one is. Some kind of green. Alright, so this is going to be what we're going to say is the upper end here. Let's see what we got. This, by the way, is allegedly quality Arches paper, so I was carrying this outside, and then like I had like a plastic cup with a top with water, and that came open and leaked all over and kind of ruined the whole pad. It was my really good travel pad. Anyway, let's see. Gonna see if we can get this. And there is a up here too, but so that looks okay. Let's see if I can just make this a highlight which leans into that yellow ochre color. So we have laid it down. We were hoping it stains the paper. It did, and now we're trying to make it into a highlight. And I wish I had seen a white speck there. I wish we had more of those. This looks good, this area here. And all right, now let's see if darker. We want brown, but we want like a lot of blue in it. So let's see if we can get something like that. That's good, except it's kind of leaning green. I would rather lean blue. There, that's coming. We'll get some red in there too. Get more bold red in there. Okay, now we're it might not be a color match, but it certainly is a bold color that's similar. So let's see if that's gonna help us to say hi. We are the rich tone of the plate, and that looks pretty good. And how about it would come up here? Now I'm gonna get the same color but lean really heavy into blue. And let's go right here. Now we got to sort of say, hi, this is all one thing. Oh, there's a cat hair or a brush part. I don't know which. Well, that's looking pretty nice there. And now I've got to, you want this corner to be super dark. And then right here we need a dark. Looking pretty good. So let's see if we can clean up this edge. Looks pretty good in an abstract sort of way. Anyway, so that's our warm-up. Now we want to paint this area because we're all warmed up, right? So these are the, I think just the palette we were using yesterday to get these, you know, kind of gold colors, gold leaning green. And let's just start with like this right here. And here goes, let's just try to come right here. All right. Maybe just a little dot right up this area. And now I'm gonna lean into this green here and just get to see that green out there. And I see our shape is way off, but you know, they did not trot out the Mona Lisa when they revealed that painting, right? No one's gonna see this Apple photograph. So, oh, that looks pretty good. Okay. And let's see if we can just get a center here. That looks nice. All right, we're going places here. And this, I want to pick some of that up. Just pick this up a little. And let's see if we can come down here. That's good. And here, let's try to get a little bit more. And I like that green there. I want to get some green like that on the other side. Let's see if that's okay. It's kind of a weird green, but let's try to just hint that hi, we're up here and we're a little bit green. Okay. Okay, that's a little bit bold, but now we got the paint there sort of lifted off, and now we got a very subtle paint. And see here, this is, you know, the underpainting. This is this thing which is supposed to be that, and so we're sort of gonna leave this gap right here. And meanwhile, over here, I like to soften this bottom edge. Just put some water on there, and then see this thing right here. I'm leaving that, this little streak of white. And how about we get a more bold green and do this this little leaf thing that's sticking up here. And let's see a very critical area. Okay, that's probably too dark, and I wish it had a sharper point. Take this other brush and let's see if we can make a sharper point here. Okay. That looks stupid, right? But we're gonna fix that, don't worry. And now I need the same green but lean into yellow just for this edge. So we got that, which is not the greatest color, but now we're gonna put this other there. Okay, that's cool, but it's too bold, so I'm gonna leave it there a second, and then we're gonna like remove it and hopefully have just a very There we go. So now we just got like a ghost of what color we want there. And it would be nice if it didn't have this little line. So I'm trying to remove that little line. Just this is like a damp brush. That's a line that we painted on there. It's not really coming off. Let's see if we add more water, if that'll come off. Probably get lighter, I hope. Getting lighter, that's all. Anyway, whatever. Let's keep going on this. We still need a faint green. I'm gonna grab the green palette here. I'm sure there's a better way to organize these oil paints. I mean these watercolor things. I wish I had like one of those, you know, a thing like a stand where I could have these like kind of like this, you know, like that. And here's all the colors. And that way it could just be sitting here and I just like, all right, I get this color, get that color. Anyway, I don't have that, so whatever. Let's see what is happening here. We're looking for a faint green that's a better green than what we had a minute ago. And that is not it. And let's see, that is okay. Let's try to hit that with a little yellow. That looks okay. Let's see. Let's come back to our little leaf try here. Slightly better, and I'd really like to get a fine point right there. Let's see if we can do it with this other brush. Okay. And how about if we get the little shadow? So this shadow is a gray that leans very strongly into red. So let's see what we got here. Does that look like a shadow that leans very strongly into red? I guess that might be it. Actually, I think it's kind of on the wimpy side, but let's just see. Okay, looks good. And that should come down a little bit more. And while we're here, why don't we, there's a little dot here. And then this line could be heavier. And this line should be lighter. This line is like from yesterday. I don't know how much lighter it's gonna get. Oh, it got pretty light. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna leave that puddle there for a minute. And now how about this little area right here? See this triangle of a yellow gray? So let's get some yellow and see about making a yellow gray. Is this a yellow gray? Not really. Here, this might be yellow gray. Not really. Well, let's just maybe use this. Let's try to blend this up a little bit. Bring it down here. Okay, that's not bad, except it is way too pronounced. So I'll leave it there a second, blot it. Now it's lighter, great. And then here we need kind of a red brown thing, fusion thing. Let's see if we captured that. Okay, that looks pretty good. And we want to lift this a little out right there. Okay, that's lifted out. That's cool. That looks good. Now we're going to try to be a little bit more bold with this red that's up here. That's the actual skin. Let's bring that up to get the same color, lean into a darker. See if we can get here. That looks stupid, but let's see if we can. That looks really dumb. Oh well. Let's see how I'll come here and sort of emphasize that this is that looks alright. I'm going to try to blend this out. And this should look better once we establish this shadow underneath. That looks alright. I mean, this, we actually cut the apple crooked, and so this area here is like sticking up. Hey, thanks for the positive feedback. I don't know what to put here. 5. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to punctuate your doom scrolling today. Only 1 thumbs up today. What the heck? Jeez. I'm very not unpopular today, I guess. Okay. The person said, I love it when I'm doom scrolling and then you pop up and it's a nice break. Yeah, they certainly got the ammunition for doom scrolling out there today, don't they? Okay, I'm gonna get more of a yellow thing, and let's see if we can. That's too much green. Get some more yellow happening. Let's get the dedicated yellow palette. And let's go serious on yellow. And just a hint of red. We got red happening here. Alright, let's say that's going to be this thing. Let's try right here. Okay, that looks good. Let's have a line here that is, stands apart from that looks good. And now I want to get this more subtle. And that looks good. Well, I'll lift that whole thing up now, so it is much more not so bold and provocative. It's supposed to be subtle, this area. Try to gently bring this in here. And that looks good. And now I want to get a highlight right there. Okay, cool. And now we want this to be softer. Remove the hard edges. That looks good. And this should be lighter right there. Now it's lighter. And now let's see if we can just get that looks good here, but just it looks incomplete. So let's see if we can get more complete looking here. That looks good. And this gray brown. see if this is anywhere near. Oh, just try right there to keep going on that. It looks nice. A couple more dots there. That looks decent, but let's make it lighter. That looks good, sort of. We have introduced a good color there. This, we need to really get out of here. Let's see if we can get this to be a better. Okay, that's good. And here, let's try to make this more of a thing. And I want to get more orange looking. It's definitely more orange. This I don't think is a good color, but I'm dying to get some kind of shadow happening right there. And I guess we kind of got a shadow. Now let's see if we can get some red in here. Just to, that looks good. Except it's going to bleed up. Alright, it's be good to do the shadow on the bottom here. I need some more green right here, that's for sure. Let's get this one green is here. Okay. So here I'm just trying to make this a lot more subtle. That looks good. I'm going to go all the way up to the edge of the red with this green. That looks alright. And this, I don't know what the heck to do about that. I think that's a little problem area, I would say. I'm going to try to lighten this. Okay. I guess we're going to, make believe that this is the edge of the apple because but I don't think we can really remove all this paint that's here. Maybe we could. I'll leave a puddle right there. And it's not really going away, so I'll just call that a problem area for now. When that dries, we could come back with the red because this is, it's probably better to just make the plate come down here. Anyway, we wanted to do this shadow, so I would say we need a warm shadow here, maybe cooler over there, so let's go with a warm shadow first. So try some of this green in there just to make it a little bit different. Okay, so very important area. I should probably use a smaller brush to get this shadow. Let's see about pulling that around with a smaller brush. leaving that white in there because we don't really want to be going crazy with the shadow here. And it should be really kind of darker right there. And now let's just get some water on there and just make the shadow a little bit less, defined. I don't know about these little areas right now. We're going to see. Just try to go with, okay, that's nice. And this, we definitely want to come up here, but it's too much water. And here it just kind of disappears, so I'm trying to get rid of it here. And this, I don't know. This, I like it in there. I think we'll leave that. This one, I don't like it anymore. This, not really. This, not really. That looks good right there. And now we want to take the outer edge and just blend into nothing. And down here is another shadow, so these little white specks, I'll leave them. And just come out here. You can go up here. I just really want this to blend into nothing. So that looks all right, not bad. I don't know. Let's see if we can get a much tighter line right there. Guess we're gonna do a little curve here. That looks good, I guess. The big corner. Well, I guess that's gonna help draw the eye into the composition, right? Well, happy Sunday. Nobody's actually watching here. This would be a great time to take a break, but I'm making so much progress. I want to keep on hitting it. So I'm going to try get the shadow down here. This is a big question mark here, being so close to the edge of the paper. But we started this out just doing like a study. This was supposed to be like a warm-up, and just turned into this monster. Like maybe it's going to be the best thing I painted in the last month. Could be, I don't know, because everything else I painted last month was pretty shabby. And here I don't really know if we really want the shadow, this close to the edge. What that's going to do for our composition or our lack of composition. That's good, except I don't know. I mean, this is kind of a graphic arrow pointing to the bottom of the page. Let's see if we can't just do a little bit. Maybe that's a little better. Just, lighten this whole thing. Lighten that a little bit. Yeah, it looks pretty bad there, but in a way it might help us to, be looking, create depth because of this proximity to the edge of the paper. It might say, hey, I'm here, I'm a 3D apple, I'm like falling out of this paper, that's how 3D I am. Okay, I'm going to put this really bold red here, see what happens. A little bit right here. I want to sort of pull this paint up. Yeah, I ruined my perfect little, what do you call it? Okay, that's good, but I want to take out like a highlight right here. Or get a less. Maybe. See what happens. We blotted. Okay, we pretty much destroyed everything we just put. That was looking okay, I guess. See if we can do something about this thing which we don't really like up here. That's our thing, what we want, but it's a little better. And let's get this guy in there. That looks good. I don't know if it adds up, but it looks good, I guess. Well, I don't know. It could be good what we're doing here. I don't know. This area looks, oh, we got the stem. We never really finished the stem. Let's see if we can put more representation for the stem right here. Okay, that's good, but we need the shadow. There's like a shadow right there, and we can't do that until this paint's dry. So I'm gonna note to self, when this paint gets dry, we gotta put a shadow of the stem there. But that looks okay, and now I'm going to see about just picking up some of this right here. I think we just picked it all up, but whatever, it's still a good looking almost stem. And let's see if we can get a little bit more action right here. It looks good. It's a puddle, but just let it dry like that. And then this is gray. I don't really know if we want gray there. Let's just sort of blend this a little bit. I don't know. In a way, this is a really good looking area. In another way, it's confusing and what the heck is that? Just gonna put in like this neutral green, which is not doing the job. Let's get a little bit, what it really is a green gray. Here's a little more neutral of a green. I don't know if that's good or not. Okay. And this, we need more of the green come down this way. That could be good. And we could certainly use some green right up here. In our area that does not look at all like the reference, but you know, my daughter-in-law went to a high-powered fine art school, and they told her you should barely look at the reference. I don't know if that was good, probably not. And this, let's just try to come up here too, just to make this a little bit more complex. I think we're going places. Actually, I mean, all in all, I really love this area here. Maybe it's the strongest area of the painting. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like disappearing, but at the same time, here's a gray green. Let's see if is that dry? Yes, dry. Okay, let's put this gray green here. All right, now we got gray green. Here we want like a yellow green, but let's let the gray green dry first. And the stem is starting to emerge as a stem. And this really needs to be, you know, brought into focus. I'm gonna jump back onto the yellow palette to get a good, you know, yellow lean green. That looks possibly good. Let's see. Okay. It is what it is. And here I think we could, you know, definitely hint at some green down in here more so than we already have. And then here, this is more like a green gold. So let's try to go green gold right here. That looks okay. Not particularly great, but okay. And a bit go with more. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I'll leave it like that. Looks good. This, my big fun area, is that dry yet? Let's see. Yeah, it's dry enough. Let's do it. It's time to really be bold and say, hello, I'm the stem. So here I want to get a, I'm going to do the, get a really deep, rich stem shadow. And it's really got to be dark. Let's get some ultramarine involved. That's looking pretty dark. Just get some the brown here to influence this. And now it's turning green. Let's try this, which is a very bluish Payne's gray. That's looking dark enough, I guess. And this is dry. And see this here? It's like a rectangle. So what we got to do is see the tester, because we really need a fine line here. Is a really critical critical juncture. That's not a very fine line, but I guess it's going to be fine enough. Because that's what we got here. Okay, here goes. Ready? Good. Okay, this is a, that's good. Now we gotta take this. And the tip here, it's just a little bit too bold to try to like make that lighter. We definitely, you know, are close to saying hello, I'm a stem. All right, maybe that's good. I mean, what else could that be besides a stem, right? If you look at that, I'm just trying to go a little bit right here. Get a half measure. All right, let's just ignore it and pretend that's the way we wanted it to be. And here I want to get a little bit dark right there. So let's see, just to emphasize this little area there. And also we want this to be a little dark. I'm going to put a dot here. And you know, it's weird how that just, you know, popped up out of nowhere. I guess we could go up here. Let's see. And now let's take this same color and try to come back in here and just say, hello, we're the background and we are really a dark broken plate. I don't know if that adds up. I guess it's not bad. You know, in this painting here, we're really trying to get this dark background, and you know, we're it's coming out okay, but the same, you're getting a dark background. I really just, you know, I researched that, how are we going to get the dark background, and let's see if we can get this tighter. I think we could get a nice gray here now. Borrow some of this paint. Let's just come through here and go nicer gray. Make it more, you know, less shocking. Likewise up here, we should color that in. There's a, you know, I leave all these white spaces, but by the end of the painting, I want to get rid of them, and so that got rid of that. And oh, this is my underpainting. I took a picture because you know, the apple was going to just go completely rotten. Here, I'm going to try to go darker here. And let's see what this could be. Just try to soften these, this area, which is, you know, is supposed to be that highlight. That looks okay. Oh, I neglected this shadow here. Will leave this in or take it out? That's a big question. Just trying to get this to be more, as we could also leave kind of a shadow happening here. We're not painting that paintbrush in, that's for sure. Okay, here. This highlight was one of the early successes of this painting. And do we want this fine line there? I think not really, so I'm going to get rid of that. This, no problem. And this little highlight, let's just make it gray. Looks good, and this we definitely want that softer. I don't think we want that one in there. Let me just cover that up. I'll put a warm gray there just because it's so close to the front. And then this thing here is because I took the last sheet of paper off the watercolor block with a steak knife and I scraped the paper, so how about that, huh? Anyway, so that is not even. Okay, let's see, come out here. Here we want this just to sort of dissipate, and we want the kind of a highlight right there, which is there, and this we just want to get it to dissipate. Good. Now I just want to soften this edge here. That looks okay. And now let's just see if we could just get a little bit darker right here. Especially right there, where the paint is not adhering to the paper. And try okay, good, and this has got to sort of transition out. That's not really cooperating. Soften this whole line that's right here. All right, I don't like that either. Let's just leave it there, and I don't know what's up with that. The heck with it. Next, I just want to get a really bold red. Let's see what that. I guess that's a pretty bold red. I want to get the bold red right here. about that one. And this, geez. I'm gonna try to get a highlight right here. There, we got a highlight, that's good. It'd be good to get one right here, I think. I don't know if that one looks so great. Try one right there, maybe. It looks weird, but fine, I guess. What's that? Oh, how we got that dot there. I don't like it. And this dot here. Just trying that dot. I think it's like a drip of paint that went there. This awesome right here. Wow, that is great. Is this good enough? Let me see if we can just get a. Just want to go right here. This little edge. I don't know if that's too much or what. I guess it's okay. I mean, right now it looks like too much, but could be this okay. Maybe just lighten this a little bit if possible. You just pick up a little touch of that paint. I think that looks all right. I don't know. Weird. All right. I'm gonna try to just reinforce the face. I mean, not the face, the plate a little bit here. Okay. And really, I don't know how the heck we got so far from the look of the reference here. Just, oh, that looks good. I'll leave that like that. This, I'm going to bring it down. This we want softer. I think we're good there. Let's just try to get that a little bit softer right there. That looks pretty sharp. Maybe another hint of this shadow here. It should be a lot more blue, I think, that shadow. I'm gonna hit it with some blue. Okay, really very strong blue lean Payne's gray here. I'm gonna leave that white speck. This I want to be the darkest area of the painting practically, so let's just hit it again. And there should be a highlight here, which we kind of have, but kind of don't. And this should really go in here, in and out. This one try diffuse. That could be perfect. I guess it's fine. I mean, it's weird, this edge, but you know, just leave it. And likewise for these specs, I think it's time to say goodbye. That is an improvement. See if we can just get that. And you know, this shadow really goes up higher, but I don't know if we can get that. Okay, having said that, let's try. That might be okay to leave it there. There's that line there. This is a weird ending of that shadow, but it might be okay. So forget about that. Try to come up there. Let's see if we can bring this up slightly. This plate looks absolutely spectacular, if you ask me. Hi, 3 people here and 3 thumbs up, and I super appreciate that. I love it. The core looks amazing. Thank you very much, Sunray 3411, and I appreciate your all your support and positive comments on my videos, and very big thank you. We're trying to say we're done with this thing. I don't know what the heck this is. I think it's a little plop of a, as I sloppily paint this, like I see there's drops all over the place, and in my gusto and enthusiasm, I seem to have put a bunch of plops of water. I guess we're around there. We're kind of good. Might be good just to have a little bit more darks right here, just to say, hi, I'm definitely way in front of this apple. And I don't think it would hurt to have just another hint of green right there. Let's just try to work a little bit around there, get some more green. Good. And then right here, we should be, grab the yellow palette, see what we got for a yellow gold kind of rot apple color. And this could probably benefit from some red. Let's see if we mix it with this red here. That looks pretty good. Just want to get a little darker and a little bit of a hello. I'm so far in front of this apple that's behind me that it's there we go. Okay. Put some dots. Okay, looks good. Now it's time to make it more subtle. And picking it up. We want the contrast. You see a little streak there. We want that in there because that's one thing that's going to really make it look like it came forward. So here, I'm just going to try to keep this little area. Let's see down here, I could put some more dots, I guess. That's looking okay. And it's a bit bold, but let's see if we just take a little more out right there. That looks good. And we could probably get like a darker line of the skin there. So let's see about a deeper red. So here's a light red. Here's a violet. Here's a cool gray. That is not at all what I was hoping for. Here's some bold red. That looks good. Very important area here. Just hope I don't mess it up. No, it doesn't look that great. How did I get that fine line? Let's come down here. All right, looks good. Not really great good, but it looks all right, I think. Let's see if we can soften this right here. And I don't know, I mean, it's a dotted line because I really don't like a continuous line, but see if we can sort of pull this over. That looks all right. And this, we kind of fixed that disaster. Over here, why don't we see, where was our red? Is that it? I don't know. Let's see about, just to get a more definitive, hello, I'm a thin layer of apple skin that is visible right here. Let's see if we can get that. Leaving, you know, sort of a consistent line is gonna look like a comic book is my fear. So leaving some, let's see, this, I mean, maybe it would be good to keep going on this, but I don't know. There's a white speck there. I'm leaving that in to say, hi, we are really way in front of this plate. And I don't know, I think we're getting there. Put a jazzy signature here. It'll look like we wanted it to look this way, right? Everyone who came, thanks for 3 thumbs up. This is our real-time watercolor painting, apple cut in half. Started out with a live apple model, and then we got about that far in the first hour. And it looks in pretty good. So let's see the close-up. Okay, very happy with that for once. This is my last attempt was that, which was a lot of frustration. But anyway, thanks to everybody who came. Wow, 69 minutes! Holy cow! This one must have been like 3-4 hours to do this thing. Well. See everybody next time, and wow, thanks a lot for all those hearts, very much appreciated, and 4 thumbs up too. Wow, okay, we're going places now. Anyway, if you want to come back in a little bit, we're gonna go hit that oil painting portrait try, and I sure had a blast this morning with everybody doing this real-time watercolor painting. So I'm gonna sign off for now and see you next time.